there's been two things that actually hit the market at the same time. The first of which is the US President's State of the Union address, followed by some short squeezed crypto liquidations the past 24 to 48 hours. So just to dig deep into under the covers, what I'm showing you here is a trading view on the current evolution price of Bitcoin. You can see it's hovering just above 69,000 US dollars. And if we go into Ethereum, equally it's gone up by 11%, 12% up to $2,000 per coin. But it's fair to say all crypto assets has gone up. And just to, again, go through the second trigger, which is the crypto liquidations that we've seen, that short squeeze element. So according to the data that I'm showing you in CoinGlass, so between the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest of the crypto assets in red, they actually mean there's been a massive short squeeze crypto liquidations in the previous 24 hours. So just a reminder, what is a short squeeze? It's basically mostly taken out by those crypto traders. So remember, the traders fall into the bad habit of leveraging their positions, so actually resorting to borrowing capital in order to trade and speculate crypto assets. So short squeeze in this context is when the short sellers were still continuing to bet on the further downfall on the price actions of these crypto assets. But given the positivity element caused by Trump the other day in his Union State of Address, it's actually caused a rebound. So it's heading in the opposite direction to what these short seller traders were thinking. So as a result of that short squeeze, the short sellers were forced to buy back their positions to cover the losses, which created a feedback loop that accelerated the price upward. So remember, whenever we buy back the positions over those crypto assets from its circulating supply, you're pushing inevitably the price upwards. So that's really what has happened through this short squeeze. So let's go back into the Trump effect. Given that President Trump's State of the Union address has highlighted cooling inflation and record low mortgage rates, which has in itself boosted risk appetite across the Nasdaq and the SP 500, right? It makes sense that he had to bring back some optimism into the financial markets, because if you remember, the US midterm elections isn't that far away. It's due to be held, I believe, in November 2026, later this year. So he has to sow some seeds onto the ground in order to give fruit leading up to the US midterm election, right? So I think that's really one of the key triggers. And given that perception of optimism, well, clearly that has had a positive knock-on effect on the financial markets, because when the market perceives lower policy uncertainty, for example, more economic stability, and perhaps a more friendly environment for risk assets. So this clearly has brought back the appetite to reinvest back into these risk on assets as a result. So if you take both of those triggers, the positivity into the markets as a result of President Trump's State of the Union address the other day, and the short squeezing element, well, that's between them both, is what really has helped resurge the appetite to reinvest on risk on assets such as Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto assets that we're seeing. And also in equities and stocks, it's happening the same sort of thing, because they are risk on assets as well. So just a quick update on what is going on there, and all the more reason why you need to continue to hold on to your thesis and high rate of conviction of your portfolios and never to panic sell. That is the lesson learned from this message today.